Hello there, this is Lisa from Mommy Kid Power. Thank you for joining me today. You can see here I have two small little lunch bag coolers sitting on a bench. And what I'd like to share with you today is I know with my family, with my children, when they were very small, it was always difficult to bring everything with you. Every time you thought, you had what you needed, you turn out that somebody needed to have something for a sore head or a sore tummy, you name it. There was always something that you didn't have with you. So one day I just happened to run across cooler bags, little tiny lunch bags at a secondhand store. And they were not very expensive. I think they were about $2 maybe a piece. And they were pretty much actually brand new. So somebody obviously had not needed them. And they landed in a thrift store. And I made use of something that somebody else didn't need anymore. So it was great. It wasn't expensive. And what I started doing is I started putting everything inside of these little bags. So technically you have your, you have all kinds of, my hand here is no way. Let's see if I can get this opened with one hand. I put technically all medications that they would be needing. If I have anything that they absolutely need with them. So that way there you have it. But also the everyday use things. Again, for chewables, this is what we have right now for my children. It's the chewable ones, but we had the liquid one not too long ago, and you would just stand your box right inside here, and it's perfect. It just carries everything with you. Now I have some little bit of soap with me here, because you just never know when you need something. Maybe you're going to need a bar of soap, and also underarm deodorant. Obviously, it's for my older children now, I guess. I have it with me, but also women or men out there, we might want to use some and we might need some. So it's great to have with us, just in case you plan to stay over somewhere, maybe at a relative's place or a grandparent, and you're there for the weekend or for the night for some reason, and you didn't realize you were going to be staying there. That way there at least you have all your stuff with you. Now this here is something that's really useful to have. I know with mosquito bites and that in summertime, I always have this on hand. It's Aveeno anti-itch lotion. It's something that's very, very useful just in case that we get a bite. Now, I also have toothpaste and, a toothbrush. It's always good to have something with you in case you need it. Obviously, if you need it just on the fly like that, you're going to put hot water on your toothbrush, and you're going to make certain that if everybody needs to use it, you're going to really get it scorching hot to disinfect it before somebody else uses it. Because if you knew you were going to stay someplace, everybody would have their toothbrushes with them. But this is just in case you need it. For some reason, you had to stay someplace. So again, we have all our medications in here that we need with us for cough medicine. This is actually a really good cough medicine. Look into it. If anybody is looking out there that they would like to have like a cough medicine for their child or for themselves as an adult, this is one of the ones that I've been told that is from a pharmacist. She had said that this is pretty much the best you can get out there. But now, I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a doctor. So I wouldn't have a clue on that. But if anybody wants to read up on it, go ahead and do that. Now, there's one thing I will tell you. There is this type of brand. Oops. and there's one that says kids on it. And usually that's what I had in here. It was a kids brand. But I realized one day that when I looked at the ingredients of the kids one and the adult one, it's the exact same stuff. That again, double check that if you were to buy that. And that same concept that you wanted it for your child, just make certain it's the exact same. Ask the pharmacist, because I know that the child's one was more expensive than the adult one, and it's the exact same stuff that we could tell, and we checked with a pharmacist, and at that time they said that yep, it's the exact same things. So that said, I mean, if we can save money, we might as well do it, right? So if it's the exact same thing and it's not going to harm your child, and it is a child's medicine, then by all means, that's the way that I've gone. And this stuff as well, like anything that you want to put into your bag, this is allergy pills, technically medication that myself I use. My daughter has an allergy medication as well that we have in the front pouch somewhere. But this is all different medications that they might need. This is the stuff for mosquitoes. I've never really used that. So will I use it? Will I not? I'm not certain on that, but it's there. I found it and I thought maybe it'd be helpful to have some with us. Copper tone, suntan lotion. Summer, it will eventually come around. We're in the midst of our snow right now, but eventually summer will be here. So all our medication, and now with everybody carries these things around with us as well. So we have some hand sanitizer with us at all times. And this, again, this here is something that I always find very useful for my child, for when they were in diapers, diaper rash cream. And you know, even though your child is older now, and as an adult, this stuff is really useful. If you have a rash, I find it really helpful. So I do carry some with me, and that way there, well, if we have an itch, we have something that we know that will work for what we need it to. And we have front pouches here. We have Band-Aids. We have feminine products. And we've got anti-nauseant as well, just in case you have a child that is maybe car sick. It's good to have something like that with you. In our other pouch here, what do we have? We've got just all kinds of different things. So you can just store everything you can. I've got the dental floss with us. We've got some lip silk. In case we want some. I know I use lip silk a lot, but now I use, you know, sometimes you need some with a suntan, I guess, sunscreen in it. So that's something that I'm going to look into. And we got Q-tips in case you need that as well. So everything you might need is right there in one stop, I guess, one-stop shop, if you wanted to call it that. So when you're ready to leave to go someplace, you just take and you pick up your bags and you take them with you. That way there, you have all these stuff with you when you're going on your outing. Side pouch, I have extra Kleenex in there. So you name it, you can put everything you need in there. And that way there, you are set to go on a little trip, I guess. Or when I say a trip, I mean going to the store, going to anywhere. You're just going to the park maybe, but you've got everything with you. So you can just grab your bags and you have it with you if you need it. And another thing to put in your car too is a roll of toilet paper. I don't have it with me right here, but that's something that I always carry in our van with us. You just never know. So I'll leave you on that note, and hopefully this has helped as somebody, you know, a little easier to travel and to put everything in perspective to bring with you. Because I know me, I wish I would have known this at the beginning, because I found it so difficult to figure out, you know, what to bring with you. This way here, it's so easy and simple. Everything's there. You just pick up the bags and you're off with it. And you don't have to pay expensive for these bags. Look at your thrift stores to start with. That way there, you know, you can save some money and put it towards a good use somewhere else. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you liked it. And please, all means, subscribe and join me more often, and we'll share all these hints with you that I picked up along the way. And also, I'd love to hear your comments. If you liked this idea, if this is something that maybe you do, and if you have other ideas of stuff to do, I'd love to hear from you. So please, you know, subscribe and send me your comments. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day.